Welcome to Hive AV. This tutorial will review the Hive node relay, connecting to it, configuring it, and using it for control inside of Hive. Let's begin. Here's our Hive Touch right here, and I'm ready to add a Hive node relay. But as you can see, I'll need the IP address for that, and I might need to do a little bit of setup on the Hive node itself. So after you take it out of the box and you plug into PoE, you're gonna obviously want to make sure that it's connected to the same PoE network as the Hive Touch and all the other devices you want to control. Um, and out of the box, it is DHCP. But even if you don't have a DHCP server, there is still a utility that will be able to help you find it. It's a 169 address, or if you need to set it. It's called the node helper utility, and you'll be able to find this along with the other utilities on our sorry, on the product page for the Hive node relay or the other Hive nodes. So you can see here, I can just double click on this and it'll open up the actual web UI of the device. And this is really important because these Hive nodes, the PoE part, uh, is part of a kit. We need to tell the Hive node what cable it is. And just so you know, by default, it won't come as a relay sensor. It'll come as infrared, right? So, we'll need to go in and switch this to relay sensor like that, right? And then you'll also need to set these. So they'll come as disabled, right? I'm actually showing you the opposite of the way it comes. So anyway, what you'll notice right now is you see a bunch of what looks like little squares, but these are actually a place for jumpers, right? And so there's two different ways you can configure the 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 four uh, relays, right? There's four relays, two conductors for each relay. You can either configure it double pole, double throw, single pole, double throw, or single pole, single throw. Typically, single pole, single throw is what most screens and lifts are going to need. So let's just change that right there. And you can see right here, they show you the way that the jumpers are supposed to look. You can, when you're looking at the relay dongle itself, the attached adapter cable, you'll see all the locations clearly labeled on it, and so that'll help you kind of figure out where the jumpers need to be. And once you have that set, then you hit save, and I believe we're looking good, right? Yep. And I'm just doing a refresh to make sure that everything's saved. And this gives you a nice little wiring diagram so you can kind of understand what single pulse single throw means, right? It means that this circuit right here will open and close and accordingly and depending on how things are how your screen or lift is configured, the screen will either come down or it'll go up, usually. And the same with the lift, right? And those are the most typical uses for relay inside of AV. Now, there's a second part of the sensors, but for this tutorial, we'll just be going over just the relays. All right. So now that we have we know what our Hive node relay is, and we've set it up. We know that it's set to be a relay. We can enter in our IP address. And you'll see that the port is 4998. And so that's the port that's going to speak directly to the unit, right? We're talking to the unit's processor that then flips these relays, basically opens them and closes them, right? We also have a Hive node RS-232 and a Hive node IR. Those work a little bit differently, where you're sending it through a different port and it goes directly out the port. And again, pressing X will save it automatically. And now we have it in the system. Now, again, what I said, the most typical use cases for the Hive node relay is going to be on for projectors, right? Powering on and off projector. And you can see here I have two presets already built, because the little click for pencil thing is already gone. I have a couple commands in here. Let's pretend these are projectors, and we're gonna lower a projector screen, and we're gonna lower a projector lift, right? So let's add, um, and we have enough relays to do all of this. So let's call relay 1 and 2 will be our screen, 1 for down, 2 for up, and then our lift will be 3 and 4, uh, 3 for down and 4 for up, right? So just so you know, we've built in some functionality here. So you can see there's 3 states. Technically, one isn't a state, right? One is a macro or a preset in itself. So we're going to say, we want when we close one on is closing the relay and off is opening it, and we're gonna do something different. We're gonna do what's a pulse, which is going to close the relay for a set number of seconds and then open it back up, right? And put in let me put in a second, right? And that will give us a little bit of it'll pulse one uh, for 1 second, and then let's add let's add a command. We'll put in a delay here, right? And we're putting in a delay just so that we're not sending multiple commands to the Hive node at the same time. I want to make sure that this pulse doesn't end up, you know, overstepping the next command. So let's put in 2 seconds, right? And then we'll put in, yeah, and then we'll pulse that. And that should give us all the commands we need. I'm going to X this out. And I can press play right now, and I can see my relays pulsing. There's a little light on the unit itself. It makes it easy to test, and you'll see I saw 1 light up and go down, and then I saw 3 light up and go down. So we know that our screen just came down, and our lift with the projector just came down. Let's just say. All right, so let's come in here and we'll do the same thing, but now we're going to tell the lift to go up and the screen to go up, right? And yeah, we might need first to actually start with the delay, right? Because we want to make sure before we let the screen go up that we shut the projector off, right? Really important, so that it cools off. So let's uh, let's pretend it doesn't take much time for the projector to go off, just for our intents and purposes. We'll put in uh, let's put 10 seconds. That's a very short time for it to. But all right, 10 seconds, and then we'll uh, throw our relay in. All right, now 2 is going to be for the screen to go up. All right, then we'll put another another delay in. Um, and this delay will make 2000, right? Let's give it a second in between. Then we'll copy that. And then we'll do the same for the fourth relay, right? So we're doing relay one is screen down on power on, and relay two is screen up on power off. We're giving a little delay between the pulses, and then we're telling relay four to pulse to go up. All right, great. Now X, it will save our what we need to, and we can test it right now by pressing the power off button. Oh, we have to wait the 10 seconds. And oh, I just saw my one relay and the other one, and the lift and the screens are going up now. All right, so now we're all set, and then we can go to the end user interface by pressing the Hive AV button. And if we ever need to return to this, you just press and hold the cog wheel for 3 seconds. And you can see here, if I press power off, my screen is going up and my lift is going down, and the projector's shutting off right now. We have to wait a little while, but then I can turn it all back on after everything's cooled down, and done its thing. All right. Well, thanks once again for your time.